Hello, my name is Tom Stiles, and this is Tom's Radio Room show number 95. The previous show, number 94, I did a review of the features and capabilities of the Coby Shortwave portable radio that sells for just under $12. At the same time I bought this one, I bought another one. Again, it's a Coby, under $12, and I'm doing a comparison of the two. So I did the other Coby, and now I'm doing the second Coby, and this is model number CXCB92. There it is. Now, this one is even smaller than the previous one. Pretty small. Okay, so we digress here for a second. I did a review and scored this Coby, and you can see the scores there. Had some hits here on readability, scored a D, maybe even that's a D. And on tuning, it scored an F, fail. Okay, so now we're going to review the second Coby. And first we're going to talk about, from the scorecard, we're going to talk about look and feel of the radio. Very small radio. Has a pretty good sized speaker grill. It has a, don't know if you can see it on my camera very well, a digital display compared to this analog display, which, you know, is a lot bigger than a digital display, but it's hard to read, as I mentioned in the previous show. So this one has a digital display. It's an analog radio, so it, you know, there's no keypad or anything like that. So you're using for tuning. Oh well, it does. No. Okay, using for tuning is you're using this tiny little thumb wheel. It's really small. So that's what you're using for tuning. And of course, it displays up here the frequency on the digital display, as you'll see. With my camera, I hope my camera picks it up. So anyway, the case is pretty good plastic. The front of it is shiny black plastic, so it shows fingerprints if you're hyper about having it show fingerprints. It does show fingerprints because it's glossy, very glossy. The antenna is fairly easy to use. Again, you got to be careful with these inexpensive radio antennas. They will break easily. So when you're raising the antenna, got to be careful not to stress this joint down here. And when you're extending it, you got to be careful not to pull it right out of the thing. And when it's extended, you got to be careful that you don't hit it someplace and snap it off right here. Because once you do that, basically the radio is no longer portable, and you're going to have to clip on an antenna from someplace else. So, got to be careful. Okay, so that's the antenna. The switches, the top here is to select the band. It has AM, FM, and 7 shortwave bands. Now, this one had 12 bands, which included AM, FM, long wave, and 9 shortwave bands. But this one was not continuous coverage on shortwave. This radio is continuous coverage. So even though you're selecting the bands up here, they overlap so you don't lose anything unlike the other one, which is just certain ranges. I hope that makes sense. So anyway, now it has a lot of buttons on the front here. It has a light button to turn the backlighting on. It has a power on and off. It has this one as far as special features. It also has a clock. Don't know if you can see that. A lot of reflection there. But it's showing the time right now because it's turned off. So it does have a clock. And it has a button for setting an alarm. So it's a AM, FM, shortwave, clock, alarm, radio. So, got a lot of features. And then there's a button here that I don't even know. Oh, alarm on and off. I couldn't figure out what AL on off was. Alarm on and off. Turn the alarm on and off. Another nice button it has on the side here, it has a local DX button, so that if you're listening to AM or FM, for instance, and it's getting overloaded, you can go to local. That'll reduce the gain and help with the overloading. This guy, in the ad, it said it had that button, that DX local button. It doesn't have it unless it's hidden behind the cover someplace. I don't see it. So again, they copied one ad to the other and forgot to take out that. So and the other one did overload a lot. So we shall see when we do the receptions test how well that button works. Okay, so that's look and feel. Readability. Even though the display up here is small, it's pretty easy to read, even for old blind man styles. It's pretty easy to read. So I gave that a thumbs up on the display. Power options. Okay, like the other one, it uses 2 AA batteries or a place to plug in an AC adapter. Does not come with an AC adapter, but it's only $12, so that doesn't surprise me. I don't give that a negative because it doesn't come with the adapter. Tuning. The tuning is pretty good. I'll say it's pretty good. Again, $12. In that, and the reason I'm kind of hesitating is that it does have the digital display, and it seems to track quite well, but with this tiny little thumb wheel, it's difficult to tune. So you have to be very meticulous to get the frequency you want. You can see it on the display, but getting it to go to that frequency you want, 6.02 megahertz, can be a little touchy. So, good display, not so good tuning knob. Again, this is the analog tuning digital display. So that's tuning. Audio quality, let's just try turning it on. Where's that button? I'm turning the volume down. Now, keep in mind, I've got all kinds of electronics going, so it's...
Hey, sounds good. How's this work?
Just go to
I tuned that right in.
or call 211
No overload,
and what to bring.
like the other one.
Now, if you prefer to do your taxes yourself in your Jeep.
Sorry about that. No overload like the other one. The other one, the one station was just wiping the whole band out, and there was no local DX switch to kind of squelch that. This one, I'm on FM right now. It tuned right in. There's no overload. It's working fine. As far as audio quality, pretty darn good. And again, I've just tried an FM station, and the next show I'll look at shortwave. So that's doing pretty good. It does have, now that I got it on, Don't know if it'll pick it up. Yeah, it does. It does have pretty good backlighting. So if you're looking this at night, it's on your nightstand, you grab it, you'll be able to see it without turning the lights on. The other one, no backlight. The display's hard to read. This one, pretty good. Let's see, what else? Special features. Okay. One feature I mentioned was, which is kind of cool, is this DX local reception switch. So that if you get an overload, you can go to local and it will help that overload, reduce that overload. And it's right now, it's on local, so I'm not getting overload. Does have, I forgot to mention, both of these have a headphone jack. Forgot to mention that. Again, as far as special features, it does have a clock in it, so that's kind of nice. Has this stand in the back just like the other one. No big deal there. Again, I think it puts it too far back. I would prefer it be more like this. Not a big deal. Oh, this one, again, is not a big deal, but it's nice. It's got a little strap. It comes with a little strap. The other one doesn't come with a strap. Again, these are both the same price, within a few cents. So that's the special features. And then we'll be doing a comparison of the reception on shortwave of one radio comparison on another show at night, so that I can get decent shortwave stations coming in. So, okay, let's look at the scorecard here, the red report card, and on look and feel, I'm going to give it an A. So, both radios, as far as look and feel, I give them an A. Both radios, the tuning little knob, one is a knob and one's a thumb wheel, not the greatest. So, in that aspect, not the greatest, but only $12. Okay, next one is readability. I'm going to give this radio an A. That digital display, even though it's kind of small, is easily readable, even by old four eyes here can read it. So I'm going to give it an A. So it's gotten 2 A's so far. Power options, same. I'm going to give it a B because it didn't come with an AC adapter. I don't know if I should knock it down for that because it's only a $12 radio. Maybe I should give both of them a B, but at least I gave both of them the same score. Okay, tuning. The other radio failed miserably as far as tuning. Impossible to tune. This one, I'm going to give it a C. Yeah, just a C. And the reason being is you could see the frequency, and it was fairly accurate, but the little tuning knob on the end here was so tiny that it was hard to turn it up and down on the band. So I have to give it a C on it. Maybe if the knob would have been bigger, it might have helped. I don't know. I have to give it a C. Okay, audio quality. I'm going to give it an A. I'm going to give it an A. I gave the other radio a B, which was kind of generous, so I'm giving this radio an A. I mean, I just showed you the FM station quality was good. Now, it's a $12 radio, so it won't be excellent. Didn't try it, either one of them, with an earphones. So I'll give it an A. And then special features, I'm going to give it an A. A. Again, because it's got a clock function. So and the DX function. So I'm going to give it an A. Now, let me just look at a second here. See if I'm looking at the instruction manual. Okay, I was just seeing real quickly, and I didn't think it was there. I was just seeing real quickly if the clock had the feature where you could set it on timer and it would shut itself off, but it doesn't have that feature. So no big deal. Again, this is pretty cheap radio. So anyway, that's the grade of the two radios. You can see so far the Coby, this Coby is much better than this Coby. It's the same price, it has more features, digital display, although it's analog tuning. So it's way ahead of the race. And the only way that this guy is going to even catch up a little bit is on its reception, which we will see in the next show when I record it at nighttime. So that's the show for today. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you like these comparisons, please give me a thumbs up that says it's something that you're interested in. As I said, I'm going to try to do, as one subscriber suggested, is to actually do some receptions at night so you can see how well it receives shortwave. These two radios receive shortwave. And if you have any comments about what I'm looking at, what features I'm looking at, maybe some other features I should be comparing, please drop me a comment. I appreciate that. Anyway, that's the show for today. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.